Write down order of operations. Unfortunately, we did somehow skip over that one very important topic there. Although we did do it last year, so it's not anything relatively new or old for you here. Order of operations, when you do math things that have more than one operation, you must do them in a certain order. Let me give them to you. The first thing is you need to do parentheses, which also is called grouping symbols. Other possible grouping symbols, parentheses usually look like this, but other grouping symbols could be these brackets. Actually, a grouping symbol is the absolute value signs. A fraction line is also a grouping symbol, and my favorite of all is the brace. Those are all grouping symbols, and you have to work inside of those first as much as you can before you go do anything else. Step number 2 then is you do exponents. And roots. Okay, you know what exponents and roots are, so I'm going to put that. Step 3 is you do multiplication / division from left to right. And step 4, you do addition, subtraction from left to right. And I've heard from numerous people, a good way to remember this is use the phrase,
Please excuse my grandson.
thank you. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. That's the order in which they need to be done. Now we will do a plethora of examples because it's kind of hard to hit all of them at one time. Got this written down because I need a fresh screen. Please don't eat my, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I was thinking of the soggy waffle thing. What's that, north, south, east, west? Never eat soggy waffles. Write down this example. 20 minus 2 times 3 squared plus 7 plus 8 divided by 5. You will not like this, but let me strongly encourage you to go step by step when you do this. Your small 7th grade minds are going to want to do like 3 or 4 steps at one time because everybody always thinks the person who gets done fastest wins some sort of glamorous award. But really the only award usually they get is the award for making the silly mistakes because they tried to do too much. So, writing down our order of operations again, P, E, M, D, A, S, excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The first thing we have to do is parentheses. So if you look up there, I think I see a parenthesis there, and it is, Kelsey, what parenthesis? Right, so that ends up being 15. That is my first step. I am going to rewrite all of this, much to the chagrin of most 7th graders, because they don't want to do anywhere near that kind of work. Step number 1. Then I go to my next one. I just did my parentheses 7, which is what?
Then you have to do the exponents and roots.
Exponents and roots, I don't have any roots, but I do have an exponent there, which is,
3 squared,
and 3 squared is
9.
9. So now I am rewriting all of this, having done my roots. Now, the next thing you're supposed to do is multiplication and division, children. Now listen to me carefully. Multiplication and division fall on the same level. You don't do multiplication before division, you don't do division before multiplication, you do them from left to right. So you just need to start going this way, and when you come to a multiplication and division problem, or multiplication and division thing, you do that first. So the first one I come to in multiplication and division is that one. So I end up with, oh no. Okay, I end up with 2 times 9 is 18. So now it's 20 minus 18 plus 15 divided by 5. Then I do the division one over there, which is 15 divided by 5 is 3. I missed. Now I've done my multiplication and division, and then the last one is I'm going to do the addition and subtraction again from left to right. You can't add 18 and 3 and make it 21 and say this is 20 minus 21. It's not. It is 20 minus 18 first, which is 2, and then 2 plus 3 is 5.
Yes.
Okay? When you get done with these problems, I like to say you end up with a very nice tornado-like looking shape there, because you gradually work that thing all the way down to the end. And again, I will scold probably half of you for trying to do like 8,000 steps at once, but you're going to get confused or mixed up if you end up trying to do that. So let's look at another one. How about this one? I like the creativity of the book here. 10 minus brace 8 minus bracket 6 minus what is that? Oh, parenthesis 5 minus 3 boom boom boom.
So now he's trying to do this.
Well, they're trying to get you to use, because a lot of times you have more than one grouping symbol. Write that down and then we'll just kind of walk through this here. And it's not as confusing as maybe it seems, but the gist of this is this. Okay, again, you always start with the grouping symbols first, but you'll notice there are multiple grouping symbols. Okay, well, you need to do, so you're going to do this brace first, but inside the brace you have to follow order of operations, which means the first thing inside the brace you have to do, which is grouping symbols, which is another set of grouping symbols. And then inside that grouping symbols, there's a third set of grouping symbols. You have to start at the middle and work your way out. So the first thing you're going to do is the very inmost grouping symbol, which is that 5 minus 3. So you end up with an 8. And now I have this. I have now wait, 2. I'm not sure what I have. Let's redo that. Rewind. You end up with a 2, a 6 minus 2. The parentheses are gone, but I still have the brackets and the braces. Okay, and now I've gotten rid of the first set of grouping symbols. You go to the next most innermost one, which is 6 minus 2, which is 4. Now my brackets are gone. I'm still left with these 2 braces. And then the last grouping symbol is the 8 minus 4, which is 4. And then all I have left is my 10 minus 4, which is 6. Okay, so you have to do order of operations inside of order of operations if that sort of thing happens. I think it comes with a little bit of work. How about this one? I love this one. 3 plus 3 times 3 minus 3 divided by 3. First thing is parentheses. Are there any? Negative. Any exponents? No. Then you go to multiplication division. What's the first thing you should do? 3 times 3, which is 9. So I have 3 plus 9 minus 3 divided by 3, which is 1. Okay. Then I have to go to addition, subtraction from left to right. 3 plus 9 is 12, and 12 minus 1 is 11. I know you want to try one, so let's do one here. How about this one? 4 plus 11 minus 3 squared times 2 to the third power. Do that for me and see what you get. See if we get the same thing as that here. 4 plus 11 minus 3 squared times 2 cubed. I can't believe we messed that up already. Good question, Sammy, or an answer?
Yeah, question.
Which question?
Will exponents and words come after parentheses? So
Right, but see inside the parentheses, then you have to follow order of operations inside those. So if you got a grouping symbol, then you have to start over inside the grouping symbols, you have to go, okay, I'm gonna do my parentheses first, which there's none. Then I have to do my exponents. Then I have to do any multiplication that might fall in there, and then any addition, subtraction stuff. So inside the grouping symbols, then you have to start with all the whole order of operations again. So it's like working inside, out, coming back, forward, and back. Peter?
answer. I got 20.
Anybody else get 20?
Yep. I'm good.
May not get 20? Many people can be wrong on this, by the way. Just because 5 people said they agree doesn't mean that they did it right, because it's easy to make the same silly mistake. So the first thing you do is parentheses, which would be this, 11 minus 3 squared, but inside that you have to work order of operations, so you have to do the 3 squared first. So really, the first thing you do is this. Now still doing the parentheses, 11 minus 9 is 2. So now it's 4 plus 2 times 2 to the third power. Then you do the exponents. That got rid of our grouping symbol. Now we go to exponents, which is 2 to the third power is 8. 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, now you do multiplication, which is 16 plus 4, and 4 plus 16 is 1. If you went wrong, tell me where. Maybe you can see why. Christian?
I didn't do 3 times, or 3 to some power.
You just did 11 minus 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You can't just take part of that. It's gotta be that there. Gary?
I forgot to take I took the exponent out of it.
So you did what first? Tell me what you did.
So I did, instead of 2 times 8, I did
2 times 2. I don't know where 2 times 2. This you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exponents have to come before multiplication. So, like I said, those are things